Within this video, we take you to the breathtaking region of central Idaho, where we explore the Sawtooth Mountains. While here, we take in several hikes amongst trails that are filled with summer's first blooms of wildflowers. We also explore the town, and Lucas and Jeff meet up with a local guide for some fly fishing. As we travel and continue to explore new places, we occasionally reflect back upon where we have traveled to. During these retrospectives, there are places where we think, man, I could live there. On this trip, we find one of those moments, those places, so incredibly beautiful and peaceful that we easily say, we could stay here and be totally happy forever. We truly appreciate that you have chosen to watch our video of Central Idaho. Because we respect how valuable your time is, we have added a timeline at the bottom of the video. And here we have also placed an index to the key events within this video if you wish to jump ahead to a specific point of interest that you have. Because we are still learning what is important to share with you in these videos, we'd love it if you'd post comments below. We will do our very best to quickly respond to any questions that you may have. If you like the video, please hit like, and we'd really appreciate if you would also subscribe to our channel. We are staying in a mixed-use park, which includes housing, cabins, and a few RV sites. While the sites are tight and unadorned, the location suits us perfectly, as all the points we are interested in are close by. Our site is a group site, as our son-in-law and daughter will be joining us on this trip. We are turning the RV around so that our doors will be facing one another. After pulling in and completing our setup of the RV, which includes both inside and outside accoutrements, plus our Georgia mascot, Uga, we begin to explore the area around the RV park. This location puts us between the towns of Ketchum and Halley, as well as within Sun Valley. From our RV, we are looking straight at Bald Mountain. From here, it is a short drive to the Sawtooth Mountains, and lastly, the Big Wood River is right behind us, as well as hiking and a biking trail that runs for miles. The next day we head out on our first hike, which is to Bald Mountain. Besides offering excellent hiking and biking trails, the mountain is home to the Sun Valley Ski Resort. This historically significant Sun Valley Ski Resort was America's first destination resort, built in 1936 by the Union Pacific Railroad. In spite of its age, however, the resort is still ranked the best ski location in the U.S. by Ski Magazine. The Bald Mountain Trail is an 11-mile out-and-back trail. However, it has several spur trails off of the main trail, which are themselves viable and excellent options. This is the path we are taking today. We follow the main Bald Mountain Trail to a short spur which terminates at the scenic Overlook Platform. This is a 3.5-mile out-and-back trail. A second option that is more strenuous is the 7.7-mile out-and-back spur to the Roundhouse Trail. The threat of rain and cloud cover was common throughout our time in the Valley of Sun. It should be noted that the Canadian fires were very active north of us during this time, and smoke was also adding to the haze seen in a distant air. While on this hike, we first experienced the intense spring bloom of wildflowers that grow in the area. We were told they had just opened up only a few days prior to our arrival. I'll take good luck over detailed planning anytime. The presence of the dense blooms of large yellow flowers add an element of happiness and contentment to the trail and to the views. The end of the spur trail is at a platform which looks out over the town of Ketchum. Not to be overlooked is the excellent view of the Big Wood River, seen here winding along at the foot of the mountain. The river is extraordinarily high at this time, and we will not be fishing this river during our visit. The Big Wood is normally where you would go to fly fish when here, but the winter's snow melt has the river at flood levels. The next day we meet up with OC, who is a guide from Sun Valley Outfitters. He is taking Jeff and Lucas fly fishing while we explore the area around the river. However, before the fishing starts, Lucas gets a lesson in casting as he has never gone fly fishing before.
We didn't know it was going to be in getting dressed, though. 1.5-foot leader on this, which is that clear monofilament, and it's tapered. So we'll start thick like this, taper down to something really, really skinny. The most important thing when we're casting, make sure this line is outside of that last guy. Okay, otherwise the line will just, because it's weighted, it'll just run all the way down and you'll have to watch it. So basically when we're casting, it's kind of one motion, and it's a lot like a golf swing. Slow and smooth. Because what happens if you swing your driver like you're trying to kill somebody with it?
He doesn't know that part.
Oh, yeah, doesn't go very.
He knows.
Doesn't go very far. If you watch me on a golf course,
Hey.
okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to have our thumb just like this. Always kind of point that. And I like to think of this as the end of the rod. It's just an extension of it. Okay? So if you cast forward, it'll go, if you point to where you're casting, just like that. So you want to go this way, it'll go that way. Okay? So always keep that thumb pointed straight. Okay? If you have it off this way, that's how off you cast. Now there's some timing to it as well. What we're doing is we're loading the line. So when we're making that back cast, and I'll just show you on the ground so you can kind of see it. So we want that line to come all the way back, okay? And then when that line stretches out, goes all the way back like this, that's when we send it forward. It's called loading the line. And what that does is it just creates momentum. So when it's here, right when it's about to start and go down, that's when we move forward. So we're here, back here, pause, and then forward again. And we're pointing to where we're casting. Finishing down toward the form. Okay? That'll give you that nice, straight, solid line on the way to where you're trying to cast that point. So not so much wrist, come up to here, like that. See how you get that straight line? And then when you're coming back, make sure that, because what we want is that the reason why they flex so much, okay? So when you come back, you want this to bend back. Then you want this rod to bend forward. Makes sense? So you want to feel that little vibration at the top. Good. A little bit shorter on the pause. Coca-Cola. There you go. Ah, there it is. There it is. Nice. Nice and select. There are some spots that still think so you can start to see these little bugs come off. So try and stay on the gravel. We don't pick up so much silver right down the road.
lessons pay off. Meanwhile, we continue to explore the surrounding preserve. Several elk gather at the front of our RV park as we depart for our hike in the Sawtooth Mountains. We are headed to the Taylor Canyon Loop Trail. The hike is in the heart of the Sawtooth Mountains, requires walking about 4.5 miles, and is considered moderately challenging. The peak elevation is about halfway through the trail and is around 7,500 feet, making the change in elevation about 1,500 feet of gain from the starting point. The final roads are primitive, but any vehicle with normal ground clearance should not have any problem reaching the trailhead parking lot. We've chosen this hike over a couple of alpine lake trails, as passage to them still requires traversing roads that are a mix of snow, mud, and ruts. In the beginning portion of the trail is a gentle climb and pleasant but unremarkable scenery. The weather and temperature are very agreeable and make for a very nice walk to begin the hike. Where the hike comes into its own is when you reach the top and come around the back side of the mountain. I do carry a Garmin GPS with me, and I have also downloaded the Trek to my AllTrails app on my phone, so that I can follow the path in offline viewing. However, this path is very easy to follow, and what I end up looking at mostly on this day is the mileage covered on my Garmin watch. On this day we see less than 6 other people, and one of them is a ranger who is extracting soil samples to determine why the wildflowers are doing so well in this area. An invaluable addition to my hiking gear is the camera harness that holds my Nikon safely under most hiking situations. Besides freeing up my hand, the harness has stopped the occurrence of neck pain after a long hike. That was due to the camera strap putting stress on the vertebrae at the back of my neck. The harness has its own strap, which connects to the camera, and I just loop the camera strap around the harness. The harness is made by Camera Carrier Systems, and I purchased mine years ago from BH Photo Video. There is a video of the latest models of this product, which I will put a link into the comments for this video.
It's not Nazi.
So how does he get these voices to from?
I don't know, that's a pretty good accent.
Oh, am I?
How he picks them up so fast?
Once we crest the backside of the mountain, the views burst forth into this incredible scenery. We keep waiting for the singing to begin. At several points on the trail, we all just stop and look around. The beauty is unforgettable, and the camera simply doesn't do justice to the views. Look how clean the air is, too. Sadly, we are nearing the end of this hike, but the views from here will remain an unforgettable memory for the rest of our lives. It is on these final slopes that we come across the ranger who is studying the soils to ascertain why the wildflowers are so prolific here. Normally, my curiosity is towards how the landscape formed over time, but in this case, I do hope that the study is to ensure the lasting future for this beautiful ecosystem. As our time here is drawing to an end, we venture into town to explore what it has to offer. Within town, we find many charming and high-quality establishments for sustenance and drink. Perhaps more abundant are the businesses here to support enjoying outdoors activities beyond skiing, such as fishing, biking, and hiking. It is a testament to the high quality of the environment here. With all that we have done and experienced here, it appears we have exhausted our mascot, Uga. It was surely a visit that none of us will forget anytime soon.
Usually, like, good night.
So.
The following photos are some of the snapshots that we have taken on this trip and have placed on our website. To see more of them, please go to our website, kenandpattystravels.com.